Hi, we're in Hertfordshire and we're with, could you state your name please?
S A Currell.
And where do you live?
From Silverbridge, Hertfordshire.
And who is your council?
My council is Hertfordshire County Council, housed by Circle Housing.
And your social services are? The nearest ones in the community.
Yes, the nearest
I
ones
take
in the
it.
community.
Anyway, we're here to visit Steph and get an insight of Steph's daily living. Steph suffers from, could you explain a little bit of, break it down please?
I suffer from severe clinical depression. I suffer from degenerative disease disorder, symptoms similar to osteoporosis, affects all parts of my body depending on the severity of it, chronic pain every day, problems walking, problems going to the toilet, problems making food, problems taking care of my personal care, all aspects of my life, and stuck in the house as a prisoner because I simply can't get out of it.
So we are now going to do footage of, this is Steph's everyday living and the struggles that she faced, and we have someone to demonstrate. So we're in Steph's living room right now. Steph sits in that chair which helps to relieve, hence the dog's in it, but it does help relieve pain. It has a vibrating chair on it, massages and extends back, and she tries to, and it boosts her up as well, doesn't it? Goes to standing position. Okay, so we've come here today to demonstrate exactly what this poor angel is going through. So we've come from here. She's unable to walk unaided. So we come up here, and this is the view we have, and Steph isn't able to travel out without help. So how is she supposed to get a wheelchair up there unaided? Even if it was an electrical scooter, she couldn't do it. So around here she has no other access in here whatsoever. So what we do is, come on. Can you wheel that chair? So Steph was wheeled in here. Steph could probably get wheeled into the kitchen, which is fine. She has a commode in the kitchen, and that's the only place she can go to the toilet. Can we open the back door, please? Steph isn't able to go out of the back door because we have steps leading down into the garden, so she has no access to going outside from either direction. If you could shut that front door for me please. We have Steph's wheelchair. She would have to get here, sometimes get somewhere, get stuck in turning this around if she has to get onto the electric chair. Can you bring that wheelchair upstairs please? So how is she supposed to get the wheelchair upstairs from this electric chair that takes her upstairs? She has handrails on here, fine, but when the bells, when they go, they go. So we go into the wet room. Can you bring the wheelchair up here?
I can't.
Well, I don't know how she's supposed to get the wheelchair up here, and you're struggling, are you?
I didn't know that.
Was she supposed to put it on her lap? Okay, well she wants to go to the toilet, she will have to come into here. Not very big. The wet room is upstairs, it's a pan. Now, if she needs to get to the sink, get to the toilet, I don't know how she's supposed to do that with one hand, knowing there's children as well in here. And then we have a bedroom, which doesn't have any side rails, any hanging ceiling thing for her to pull herself up, and basically how is she supposed to get a wheelchair in here? Going back down here, you know, the most she's got is a chair to get downstairs. Now imagine having to do that when you need to go to the toilet every minute. It's absolutely disgusting. So that's alright. She's still struggling on a seat, on a wheelchair, but even though she has the wheelchair to get to the stairs, How is she supposed to get to the bathroom?
She couldn't lift that up there.
She couldn't.
Nowhere.
And she needs a wash. So she could wash in the kitchen by all means, but then she needs to get to bed. You telling me she has to live in the living room? But what about her children? Her poor children. She wants to give the kids a kiss goodnight. She can't even do that. Instead she's facing piles and piles and piles of paperwork, the discrimination against her, and taking away her human rights. Well, Steph, welcome on board, Angel. We're here. That's probably an angel call right there, most probably. But welcome on board. We will get this documented and sent out. Your human rights have been disregarded. You've been treated unfairly, and you shouldn't have to be a prisoner in your own home. So is there anything you'd like to say to Circle Housing and the social services?
I would beg that they would do what they have promised to do for years and help me by supporting me with the things they've assessed me for needing and promised that they're going to do, and then keep blaming different departments for it not being done.
So in the meantime, how many months have gone by?
A circle.
How many months have gone by?
Months, it's been years.
How many years?
7 years I've been in this house. I was moved from a ground floor flat with only one step at the door that I now know I could have bought some kind of a plastic ramp myself to get in and out with the wheelchair. I was moved because I couldn't have one ramp, it was a private let, a one-step ramp and some grab rails put in, and I only actually got grab rails in this house over the last 2 or 3 years after falling twice, the second time being in hospital for quite some time and then stuck on the sofa for nearly a month, not able to put any pressure at all on my legs. They then decided that they would put in the couple of grab rails they have around the staircase.
So your requirements are?
My requirements, as they've assessed me for, is the need of a carer, which I'm still trying to get them to help me to employ one, a downstairs bedroom and bathroom, a ramp, and shelter for my scooter, because the first one that I bought and paid for has been damaged by wet weather, and the second one now is outside being damaged by wet weather,
but
which I'm still paying for on credit.
You still can't get into it either. The point is, the matter is, this house here is really unsuitable for your needs, and that's my opinion, and I'd leave it to the public.